lay out on the floor, greeting each other. And in the center circle, it's going to be Andrew Scott and Duncan Roy jumping center. Tips up, batted back, controlled by South Knox. Spartans will have the first possession of the game. Andrew Scott going to go up right away. He's going to miss a 15-footer, rebounded by Addison Wagler, and it took South Knox about 5 seconds to take a shot. Logan James with the basketball, gets a high screen from Addison Wagler, over to Duncan Roy. Ethan Dungeon's got it on the right side, looking inside to Addison, couldn't get it to him. He's got it to him now. Addison spins down the lane, and he's going to be fouled right off the bat. And Addison going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 right here at the beginning.
Well, Mike, and you saw where he caught that. The double was coming. It was just a little bit late. Addison made a quick spin move, got hit on the arm as he was going up for a shot. One other thing to note is number 4, Mason Gay, picking up Logan James full court and really putting a lot of pressure on him right away.
Addison's first free throw is long. Today's game also brought to you by Boyd Grain Buying and Trucking in Washington and Plainville. Also by Chuckles Convenience Stores, fast, convenient, and always open. Addison's second free throw rolls off, but Duncan Roy grabs the rebound, kicks it over. Logan James going to fire a 3. It rattles off no good. Here comes South Knox. And out ahead of the pack, Isaiah Stafford gets behind the Viking defense, lays it in, and South Knox scores the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, Vikings with a few missed opportunities there. Got a good look by Logan and had 2 free throws from Addison that rolled off. Nice job by Stafford running the floor.
Logan's got it back, 2-0 South Knox. Logan had a 3 if he wanted it. Dungeon's got it on the right side, looking back down to Addison. Can't find him. Back out to Logan. Logan with the basketball, just got hit in the mouth. Kicks it into the corner to Dungeon. Dungeon going to dribble down, stop, pop, 15-footer. It's going to be long. Scott with the rebound, and here comes South Knox. And Scott goes all the way to the rim, lays it up and in, and it's 4-0 South Knox here early.
Well, Mike, the Vikings are going to have to do a better job getting back on defense on a missed shot. You can tell South Knox is going to get the rebound, and they are gone.
Duncan Roy's got it on the right side. Logan James in the right corner. Down to Duncan. Kicks it out. Ethan Duncan going to fire a 3. It's long, and Barr-Reeve is 0 for its first 3, and here comes South Knox with a 4-0 lead in the basketball. Isaiah Stafford has it. He's guarded by Logan James. Houchin's got it again. Mason Gay. Stafford's got it. Down to Andrew Scott. Scott turns over Duncan Roy. His shot's no good. Rebounded by Duncan, and here comes Barr-Reeve with the basketball. Duncan has a huge defensive assignment tonight with Andrew Scott.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Andrew Scott's not going to be bashful of putting shots up. He's averaging just under 21 points a game. He's definitely the guy that they're going to look to for scoring. And Duncan's got a big assignment.
Duncan Roy's got it on the left side. Seth Swartzentruber has it. Vikings just trying to get something going on offense. Ball's going to be picked off by Isaiah Stafford. Stafford going to go down, and he's going to miss the layup. And I tell you what, Seth Swartzentruber blocked him from behind, and here comes Logan James with the basketball. Duncan Roy's got it in the corner. He fires a 3. Good. So 4-3, the Vikings on the board. And that's a big exchange right there. Could have been a 6-0 South Knox lead. Down it's 4-3.
Great job by Seth Swartzentruber. After making a turnover, he sprints all the way to the other end, made a nice block, and the Vikings turned it into some transition points. Duncan Roy, nice job getting his feet set, knocking down a big shot for the Vikings.
And then the Vikings come out 2-2-1 full court pressure, and they're going to force Andrew Scott to travel. So Barr-Reeve with a 1-point deficit at 4-3. They have the basketball and a chance to take an early lead here.
Mike, you can just see the pace that South Knox wants to play at.
And ball's going to be tapped away from from Addison Wagler. And here comes Stafford down, stops and pops, 8-footer, knocks it in, 6-3. And I tell you what, South Knox is just beating the Vikings down the floor right now.
Every one of their players are sprinting the floor every time, and that's something Barr-Reeve's going to have to adjust to quickly.
Logan James, fall away, 15-footer, got it, 6-5. South Knox still leads by a point.
Nice job by Logan, just a little step-back jump shot, something he does so well.
Scott has it out on the right side. Sievers has it again.
Vikings fall back into a 2-3 zone here.
Stafford has the basketball. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Barr-Reeve in that 2-3 zone. Just working the basketball around the perimeter. Stafford's going to go down. 15-footer, got it. And I tell you what, just a little ball fake, got right into the middle of the zone. And that's the kill spot of the zone, Aaron Ash.
Yeah, I think that was even a called set where both defenders at the top for the Vikings were getting screened, and Stafford had a wide open lane.
And Logan James comes down, another pull-up 15-footer, a little bit of a follow-away, knocks it in. 8-7, Barr-Reeve still trails by 1. Here comes Andrew Scott with it. He stops and pops. 10-footer, rolls off, no good. Duncan with another rebound. Here comes Logan James.
Well, Mike, we get to watch two of the better point guards in the area, Logan James and Isaiah Stafford, both juniors. They've battled for several years going head-to-head. Just two of the better point guards that we're going to see on our schedule this year.
Seth Swartzentruber's got it on the right side. Ethan Duncan with it on the left side. Ball's going to be tapped away for a minute. Duncan with a dribble down to Addison. Addison spins on the baseline. And I tell you what great patience. He just let Andrew Scott jump over him, let him land, went up, laid it in. Barr-Reeve with their first lead of the game, 9-8.
It's a nice quick move again. Addison knows the doubles are coming, so he's going to have to do a good job making quick moves.
And almost another turnover. Scott going to fire a 3 and knock it in. It's 11-9. South Knox now with a 2-point lead yet again. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Logan James with it. It's a high ball screen from Ethan Duncan. Addison's got it. Addison out to Duncan Roy. Ethan Duncan with the basketball on the left side. Over to Logan James. Swartzentruber down to Duncan. Duncan working on Andrew Scott. 5-footer. Short, no good. Here comes South Knox with the rebound. Stafford with it. He wants to run. Going down on the right side. Spins. Kicks it out. Mason Gay didn't want it. Seaver's going to fire a 3. Got it. 14-9. South Knox with a 5-point lead.
Severs is probably their best three-point shooter. He's a bigger guy. The Vikings are going to have to do a nice job getting a hand up and being tight with him. He's not a threat to drive the basketball.
And Logan James making his move to the bucket is going to be fouled. They're going to get that on Mason Gay. Chris Whitmer checks into the game along with Connor Swartzentruber. This is the first time we have seen Whitmer in a month.
Yeah, it's nice to see Chris back on the floor. He's been practicing for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and it's nice to get him back on the floor.
And right off the bat, Colton Houchin is going to foul him as Whitmer making a move to the bucket. So minute 49 left here in the opening quarter. South Knox with a 14-9 lead. Today's game also brought to you by the Washington Chrysler Center. Get no games, simply the best deals at Washington Chrysler. Logan with the basketball. And the lane is just going to part. Logan's going to be fouled. His shot is no good, but Logan's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And unlike Saturday when Logan was just kind of primarily the ball handler, he is looking to be aggressive offensively here tonight.
And it's good to see, Mike. I mean, he's got a guy that's putting a lot of pressure on him, and that's the only thing. That's the only way to play. When a guy's going to pressure you, you've got to drive the basketball.
Logan's free throw, got it. Tonight's game also brought to you by the Prescription Shop, your hometown good neighbor pharmacy on State Street in Washington. Also by Bill Dobson Ford. Find out why a Dobson deal is a better deal. 14-10, Vikings trail by 4. Minute 41 left here in the opening quarter. Logan with one more. Second one. Got this one as well. 14-11. Vikings to within 3. And let's see what Barr-Reeve falls back into right here. It looks like it's going to be man-to-man defense. Stafford with the basketball. South Knox trying to get to a set. Nate Harper into the game for the first time for them. Severs down to Andrew Scott. Scott almost traveled with it. Severs going to fire another 3. This one's going to be long. Logan grabs the rebound, and here comes Barr-Reeve with over a minute left here in the opening quarter.
Nice rebound by Logan James there. Nice job blocking off, going and getting the rebound.
Logan's got it again. And Logan's going to be fouled by Andrew Scott. And talking to Coach Rohr before the game, Andrew comes in averaging over 20 points a game, but he has been bitten by the foul bug here early in the year.
Yeah, and that's his second. That's a huge foul on Andrew Scott there. He had a game earlier against North Knox where he had basically only played 5 or 6 minutes because he fouled out. Didn't score that game, so still averaging about 21 a game, and has a game in there that he didn't score. So that's a big foul there for Andrew Scott.
Duncan Roy back in. Duncan sits down. We're at 50 seconds. Down to Addison. Addison spins, and his layup no good. Connor Swartzentruber picks it up, misses the layup, and South Knox going to pick it back up, and here come the Spartans. Stafford down on the right side. He's going to be fouled by Whitmer. And that's going to be the first foul whistled on Barr-Reeve. Going to be the first on Whitmer. South Knox already been called for 5 fouls. So 36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. South Knox by 3.
South Knox does such a good job of pushing the basketball up the floor. Probably the quickest team that we've seen this year, and we've played some very quick and athletic
Quickest
teams.
from Indiana.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The ball gets from one end to the other end in a hurry.
So we are at 15 seconds. Stafford's got it back, guarded by Logan James. We're now at 10. Stafford with it again, going down the lane, and his shot is going to be no good. Duncan Roy going to grab the rebound, fire one from half court, and it's off the back iron. I tell you what, Duncan about knocked in a 45-footer. At the end of one quarter on the JJ's Concrete scoreboard, South Knox leads Barr-Reeve 14-11. Back to the Cougar Den after this 1-minute timeout. Tonight's game also brought to you by K&W Fence of Camelberg, providing chain link and vinyl fencing for decks, homes, and businesses. Also by JJ's Concrete, building a strong foundation. Call JJ's at 636-0173. Barr-Reeve with the basketball to open the quarter, trailing 14-11. Logan James has it, over to Seth Swartzentruber. Seth down to Addison, going to skip it over. Duncan going to set for another 3. Got this one again. That's a second made triple and a good design set right there at the outset of the second quarter.
Great ball movement, Mike. They got the ball inside to Addison. Seth made a nice cut. Addison hit Seth, and then Seth kicked it over to an open Duncan Roy for a 3-point shot. Nice job by the Vikings.
Isaiah Stafford comes off the screen, knocks in another 15-footer. South Knox retakes the lead, 16-14.
That's Stafford's 8th point on the night. He's having a really nice night. Seems like he always plays well against the Vikings.
Logan James turns the corner, and he's going to be fouled, go back to the free throw line to shoot 2 more. I tell you, that was a situation where Logan was stuck, but the South Knox defender left his feet, and that was a classic NBA move, and Logan just kind of threw himself into him, and at that point you're at the mercy of the officials.
Well, South Knox is playing a style where they're going to foul. They're fouling a lot. They're going to foul multiple times each possession. It's just will the officials call them all, and that's where they're going. They're very aggressive, really putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers. Shot goes up. They're crowding the shooter. They're gonna foul several times, but they're just playing with that aggressive style.
Logan misses both free throws, however. South Knox with a 2-point lead in the basketball. Second quarter, just a minute gone. Colton Houchin with it, guarded by Swartzentruber. And ball's going to be tapped away for a second, but they're going to say Seth Swartzentruber reached in and fouled him. It's going to be the second foul whistled on Barr-Reeve, but that's going to be never mind, that's just the first whistled on Seth. So South Knox with the basketball underneath their own goal. Cameron Engstrom with it, goes down, and he traveled with the basketball, and I tell you what, he expected, I think, Addison to maybe jump right there and do the same thing, and Addison just didn't budge, and the foot, the feet just kind of slipped out from underneath him.
Engstrom is a senior this year, did not play last year. 6'3", 170, very athletic player. I know Coach Rohr was happy to get him back. Played his sophomore year, did not play last year, so he's back out this year.
And Ethan Duncan going down the lane. His shot's no good, but he's going to be hit on the arm, and Ethan going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Nice job. Again, the Vikings, if South Knox is going to put that much pressure on you, that you have to drive the basketball to the rim. You cannot be shy. You've got to take it to the rim and get to the foul line.
So Duncan at the free throw line. His first free throw, got it. 16-15, South Knox leads by 1. Tonight's game brought to you by Trailer Fertilizer Service in Montgomery, proud to support the Barr-Reeve Vikings. Also by Landmark Surveying, professionals in the field. Call Landmark at 257-0950. Duncan with one more. It's up. This one rolls in, and we're tied at 16. Minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Stafford with the basketball over to Houchin. Andrew Scott back in the game for South Knox with those 2 fouls, so that is a situation to pay very close attention to. Scott with it right now, between the legs dribble, guarded by Duncan Roy, over to Houchin. Houchin's got it again, back out to Stafford. Back to Houchin, and it looks like even in a tie game, the pace of the contest right where Barr-Reeve wants it to be.
Yeah, Barr-Reeve does a nice job on the defensive end of the floor. They don't overplay things. They do a nice job.
And a 3 put up by South Knox, no good. That was Nate Harper. Ethan Duncan with another board. Here comes Barr-Reeve with the basketball and a chance to take the lead. Ethan's got it, out to Addison. And they're looking right into Duncan Roy, and Addison needed to take one dribble over to get a better angle to throw it in there.
Yeah, Scott's guarding Duncan right now, so the Vikings looking to try to get the ball into the post and attack Scott.
And Ethan Duncan with it. Skips it over, Logan James. Seth Swartzentruber's got it in the right corner. Back out to Logan. Logan into Addison. Addison spins up and under. I tell you what, he is a ballerina disguised as an outdoorsman. That was an unbelievable move right there. Up and under, spinning, lays it in. 18-16 Barr-Reeve.
By Addison. And Scott was the closest guy to him, and he couldn't come double him. He didn't want to pick up that third foul, so nice job by Addison.
Andrew Scott with the basketball, hands it off to Stafford. Stafford with it. And Coach Mark Rohr has seen his offense go stagnant. He wants a 30-second timeout. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here. Tonight's game also brought to you by Trailer Chiropractic. Dr. Adam and Dr. Amber are proud to offer hometown chiropractic care in downtown Montgomery. Call Trailer Chiropractic at 486-2577 for a drug-free treatment that works out the pain. Trailer Chiropractic on Main Street in Montgomery is proud to back the Barr-Reeve Vikings. Tonight's game also brought to you by the Montgomery Ruritan Club, serving Montgomery and Davies County for over 50 years, the Montgomery Ruritan Club. And also by Southern Indiana Spray Foam Company.
Quick shot. And the Vikings have done a better job here getting set on the defensive end of the floor.
South Knox with it. Seaver's going to pull up, fire a 3. It's going to be no good. Duncan Roy grabs the rebound. I tell you what, if that's the type of shot that South Knox is going to get, if they make it, congratulations. If they miss it, you got them right where you want them.
You're exactly right, Mike.
Ethan Duncan with it now, top of the key, out to Logan James. Logan with it. Addison's got it now in the high post. Addison working. Down to Chris Whitmer, who's just back into the basketball game. Addison working on Andrew Scott, and Scott can't do anything right there with 2 fouls and a prospect of the third, and Addison's going to lay it up and in. 20-16 Barr-Reeve now by 4.
And that was a post-to-post screen that got Scott on Addison. Duncan made a nice screen, and they switched it, and Scott was just left kind of out to dry there. He can't commit his third foul, and Addison just had a nice, easy basket.
And Barr-Reeve really getting aggressive now on defense. South Knox just kind of stuck in this half-court man-to-man defense. Coach Rohr took a timeout to talk about it, but they are capable of putting up points in a hurry. And as Andrew Scott drives to the bucket, he's going to be fouled by Duncan Roy, and Duncan just a little bit late, and Andrew kind of had an angle, but it's only the third foul whistled on Barr-Reeve, and South Knox got it underneath their own bucket again.
Yeah, that's the first on Duncan. Yeah, like you said, just a little bit late.
Stafford goes up, rises and fires. His shot's no good. But they're going to get a second foul on Duncan Roy. And he was going over the back of Andrew Scott. So here comes Connor Swartzentruber.
That's one of those, Mike, the shot was missed so badly it just came over to Andrew Scott, and Duncan was just on the outside of him in kind of a tough position. Connor Swartzentruber comes in for Duncan.
There's Sievers again. He's going to go down on the baseline, can't find anything. South Knox just working the basketball on the perimeter. Approaching 3 minutes left here in the opening half. Three put up once again by South Knox is no good. That was Nate Harper again. Chris Whitmer grabs the rebound, and here comes Barr-Reeve with a 4-point lead in the ball. Logan James with it, between the legs dribble, top of the key, over to Whitmer. Chris Whitmer getting the set from Coach Hughes. Back to Logan. Logan standing in the center circle. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Barr-Reeve is in the bonus. Chris Whitmer has it on the right side. Connor Swartzentruber. Back to Logan. Logan skips it over to Duncan, back down to Connor in the short corner. And Connor, I tell you what, he went right at Andrew Scott. And Scott, he's got 2 fouls, and Barr-Reeve has exploited that. And Connor just a nice little up and under move. Barr-Reeve now with a 6-point lead.
And Scott really still trying to spot shots. He's probably fortunate he hasn't gotten a foul called a couple times when the Vikings went right at him. Nice job by Connor, just going right at him, though, and going up for a 2-point field goal.
And the Cardinal sin right there, Isaiah Stafford with a pull-up 3. It's going to be no good, but he's going to be fouled by Logan James, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, that's definitely not what Coach Hughes wants whenever South Knox has had such a hard time scoring in the half court, to give Isaiah Stafford 3 free throws. Stafford, an excellent foul shooter. And Logan, you saw Logan just put his head down. He knew he made a poor decision there, trying to get a hand up, trying to make it difficult, and just clipped him a little bit.
Stafford's knocked in the first 2, 22-18. Cameron Engstrom checking back in. Andrew Scott sits down, so I'd say you're only going to see Scott offense-defense here the rest of the way in the first half.
Yeah, they bought some minutes there with Scott. Did not pick his third foul up.
And Stafford knocks all 3 free throws down. So it's 22-19. Logan James has it.
Stafford's 11th point on the night.
Ethan Duncan with it out on the right side. Connor Swartzentruber. Top of the key. Back to Duncan. Down to Addison. And Duncan had it in the corner for just a second. Hands it back to Addison. Ethan dribbles it back out, hands it to Logan. Logan back in the center circle, going to reset it. And Logan just spins on Houchins. His shot's off the glass, no good. Ball's tapped around. Addison picks it back up. Layup, no good. Ball's tapped around again, tapped around. And they're going to get a foul this time on Addison Wagler. And Barr-Reeve just had 2 looks at it right there. They were contested, and they just couldn't get it to go down.
Yeah, 2 good looks, loose ball. Addison just kind of got caught there, chasing after the loose ball. Again, two opportunities, though, the Vikings had to try to draw some contact, get to the foul line. They just couldn't connect.
So 22-19, minute 15 left here in the first half. Stafford now guarded by Chris Whitmer. Houchins got it in the corner. Houchin goes down the lane. Behind the back pass, except he threw it to Logan James. Here comes Logan down on the right side. Hands it off. Connor Swartzentruber going to be fouled, and Connor's going to go back to the free throw line to shoot 2.
A great job by Logan and Connor sprinting the floor. Nice job by Logan getting a nice pass to Connor where he can go right up, draw the contact, took it up strong, and Connor's got an opportunity for 2 free throws here.
Minute left here, opening half. Vikings by 3. Connor at the line for 2. First one rolls in and out, no good. That's Barry's 5th missed free throw of the first half.
Yeah, that's something that Coach Hughes will not be happy with. Those free throws, the Vikings, they work on those in practice every night. It's just focus and concentration.
And Connor misses the second one, but there's Addison, and he lays it up and in. So Addison bailing out the missed free throws right there, but that's 6 missed free throws for the Vikings, and that's something that in a game like this, that's going to come into play a little bit later.
You're exactly right. Addison taking care of a teammate there, helping him out.
And they're going to get a foul on Chris Whitmer, and of all the physical play here in the early going, that one's pretty weak. And Coach Hughes is going to meet the official at half court.
Well, Well, you just want them to call it consistently, and it just doesn't seem, there's some ticky-tack fouls both ways. I mean, there's been some both ways. If you're going to let the kids play, let them play. If you're going to try to clean it up a little bit, it needs to be cleaned up from the get-go.
So Stafford at the free throw line to shoot the bonus. His first one is good, 24-20. Barr-Reeve leads by 4, 43 seconds left. Stafford with one more. The second one, also good, 24-21. Coach Rohr wants a 30-second timeout. And we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Resetting the scene. Vikings on top of South Knox by 3, 24-21. 43.1 seconds left in the opening half. And Barr-Reeve has the opportunity to get the last shot of the half. And if you're Coach Rohr, you call a 30-second timeout right there. It's the second timeout he's called this half. Are they switching defenses here? What's the objective right here, Coach Ash?
Well, you got me. I'm not real sure. Those are timeouts that could be valuable late in the game. Like you said, it's the second one, so he'll be left with 3 in the second half. It is a big possession here, and he's probably setting his defense up. It's a big stop for South Knox here, 24-21. The Vikings also get an opportunity to set up what they probably will be looking for the last second shot and set up the set they want.
So South Knox, it's like they're going to pick up, just full court man-to-man. Just maybe a situation where we want to know what we're doing on both sides. So Logan James has it, out to Seth. 30 seconds left here in the opening half. Logan with the dribble, just going to separate here. We're at 25. Logan is guarded by Nate Harper. We are now under 20. Logan over to Dungeon, back to Logan. We are under 15. And now at 10, and here comes Barr-Reeve with the basketball. And what South Knox has done is they've switched to a 2-3 zone. Seth Swartzentruber is going to fire a 3. It's going to be short, but Dungeon is, and they're going to call a jump ball. Oh, my God. And now they're going to say that there is no time. Oh, my God.
Mike, this is going to be interesting how they rule this. They call it a jump ball, but there's no time left, so the arrow is pointing to South Knox. So I don't know if they will have, I don't think they'll
fire a 3. It's going to be short, but Dungeon is, and they're going to call a jump ball. Oh, my God. Getting ready for second half action. Both teams back out in their huddle. And if you're Coach Hughes at halftime in the locker room, Aaron Ash, what are you talking about?
Well, the major concern right out of the gate, South Knox was beating the Vikings up and down the floor, and they were, and I don't, you can watch it on tape, you can practice and try to simulate it against the JV in practice. But until you actually see it, South Knox, when they got a rebound, it didn't matter which kid got the rebound. They were gone. That kid was taking the ball, sprinting up the floor, and it took the Vikings a few minutes to get adjusted to it. And I think the second quarter was much more what we've seen from the Vikings, getting back on defense, more of a little half-court controlled type of situation. So I think Brian's got to be happy with the defense of end of the floor. Foul shots, 4 for 10. Coach Hughes is not going to be happy with that.
All right, South Knox with the basketball to begin second half play. Barr-Reeve out in a man-to-man defense. Stafford working on Logan James, rises and fires right off the bat. Shot's no good. Colton Houchins, however, picks up the offensive rebound, and he is going to be held on his way to the bucket. They're going to get that on Seth Swartzentruber.
Yeah, it was a good defense by Logan James. Contested shot Stafford took. Weak side rebound. Vikings just didn't get it. So that'd be Seth's second foul.
Stafford working on James again, goes down, shots off the glass and got it. And they just isolated Logan James right off the bat. South Knox cuts it to 1, 24-23.
Nice drive by Stafford. Again, that's his 15th point on the night. He is playing really well tonight.
And a lob play right off the bat, and they hit Duncan Roy, and Duncan lays it in, 26-23. Vikings up by 3 again.
It's good execution. Brian set that play up at halftime. Vikings, they ran that one other time, I think, against Althoff, where they got a layup as well. So nice job.
So Vikings by 3. Stafford's got it, working down the lane. Houchin's got it. Again, dribble handoff. Backs it out. Stafford again in the left corner. Let's see what South Knox trying to get done right here. Stafford working on Logan. Spins for just a second, hands it back to Mason Gay. Mason is a guard, but he's guarded by Addison Wagler, and they're just, Barr-Reeve just daring Gay to shoot the basketball, and he's not going to do it. Pitches it back to Houchin, and Stafford's got it again. High ball screen, and they're going to get a blocking foul on Addison Wagler.
That's a terrible call again, Mike. Addison, I don't know what he's supposed to do. If he falls down, maybe they'll call a charge, but there wasn't that much contact there. That's Addison's second foul. Again, you just hate to see a game that was, you let some stuff go in the first half, now trying to clean it up and calling every little ticky-tack foul.
Stafford's got it again, guarded by Logan. He's going to go down on the baseline, and they're going to get a foul on Logan James. And Coach Brian Hughes is going to have a word right here, because that's about the last 4 calls that have not gone the way of the Vikings. And Stafford's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and Logan James was fine until he swatted down. Again, Stafford, nice job driving the basketball. Logan was in pretty decent position, but when he swatted down, he fouled Stafford, and Stafford to get 2 free throws.
Stafford misses the first. He's got one more. 6:18 left. Stafford second, got this one, 26-24, Barr-Reeve by 2. Seth Swartzentruber on the inbounds, gets it back to Logan. Logan going to run it up the floor. Down the lane, Seth Swartzentruber going to fire a 3. This one's short and on the baseline, and they're going to call an offensive foul. There's your makeup call. And either way, Barr-Reeve's going to get the ball right there, because Houchin dribbled it out of bounds.
Yeah.
But they're going to get an offensive foul right there. They're going to say that he extended on Seth Swartzentruber down on the baseline.
That's Houchin's third. Yeah, like you said, Mike. Either way, Barr-Reeve's getting the ball back. Nice job, Ethan Duncan. Getting in position to take the charge. Again, the Vikings have done a pretty decent job early on in the season about taking charges.
And they're going to get a foul on Addison Wagler. They're going to say he was held on his way to the bucket.
Again, another probably questionable call. If you're on the South Knox side of things, you're not going to be happy about that one.
And on the inbounds, Duncan Roy, his lob is no good on the inbounds, but he's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So 2 really great designed sets to begin the second half here for Barr-Reeve. As Duncan Roy got a layup a second ago, and there on the inbounds, the layup there was no good, but he's hit on the arm, and he's going to go back to the line to shoot 2.
You're right, Mike. Another excellent call by Coach Hughes, out of bounds play. And big, probably more importantly than the 2 free throws Duncan's going to get is that's Andrew Scott's third foul with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Duncan knocks the first one in. Second one, got this one as well. 28-24, Vikings now by 4.
It's Duncan's 10th point on the night. He's had a nice ball game for the Vikings so far.
So South Knox with the basketball. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Stafford's got it. Over to Gay. Sievers now with it out high. Dribble handoff to Stafford. And Gay going to fire a 3. It's going to be long, tapped around. Andrew Scott grabs the rebound, however. And Stafford with it again out high. So a long rebound right there falls into the hands of South Knox. And here comes South Knox yet again trying to cut this 4-point Viking lead. Houchin has it. Stieber's going to fire a 3. Got it. 28-27. Barr-Reeve leads now by a point. Logan James kicks it back. Dungeon into the corner. Addison's got it on the baseline. And they're going to get a pushing foul, and they're going to get it on Austin Sievers. And if he would have called a travel in front of Brian Hughes, South Knox already not happy. Barr-Reeve may have exploded right there.
Yeah, and we see that every coach wants traveling against Addison, but if you watch his feet, he doesn't travel. He keeps the pivot foot where it needs to be. I think coaches just get frustrated at the variety of moves Addison has.
Logan James stops and pops. 15-footer, no good. And here comes Stafford with the basketball. He's trying to run it ahead out of everybody. And he's going to be fouled going up by Seth Swartzentruber, and Stafford going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Once again, Stafford rushing down the floor and kind of, he put the Vikings in a scramble situation on defense a little bit.
His mid-range game is so good, Mike. It's just so impressive. His anywhere from 8 to 15 feet. He can drive and get in those areas. He can pull up quickly for jump shots, and he's been knocking them down, and the Vikings have bailed him out a few times with fouls.
Stafford knocks the first one in. He's got one more. Second one, good. South Knox is retaking the lead, 29-28. Chris Whitmer in. Seth Swartzentruber has set down.
That was Seth's third foul.
Whitmer with it, stops and pops, 15-footer. It's no good, rebounded by Sievers. Not a good possession right there by the Vikings.
A little bit quick.
Sievers fires another long three, got this one as well. So South Knox now on an 8-0 run. And Coach Hughes wants a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take one, too. Actually, it's a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and take it. 4:27, third quarter. Barr-Reeve trails South Knox by 4, 32-28. Back to the Cougar Den in 30 seconds. Back at the Cougar Den, South Knox on an 8-0 run. They've taken a 4-point lead, 32-28, 4:27 left, third quarter. Logan James with the basketball, and here come the Vikings. Logan, cross half court. Let's see what Barry tries to get done. Duncan Roy sets a screen. Logan down to Duncan. Duncan lays it in. Good set out of the timeout. 32-30. Barry's cut the South Knox lead down to 2.
Great call out of the timeout by Coach Hughes. Getting yourself an easy basket, stopping the run that South Knox was having there. Nice job by Coach Hughes. Nice job by Logan and Duncan as well.
Stafford with an 18-footer is no good. Duncan Roy grabs a rebound, hands it off to Logan, and here comes Barr-Reeve with a 2-point deficit. Under 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Chris Whitmer has it. Addison's got it above the three-point line. Nice move, dump off. Duncan Roy misses it. Whitmer grabs the rebound, however, and lays it in. So 32-30, and Barr-Reeve is now tied it.
Nice job by Chris Whitmer. Again, that's what we've missed with Chris is some of those scrap plays, hustle plays, got the rebound, put it right back up for 2 points.
So Sievers with another three, got this one again. 35-32. Sievers with his fourth made three-point basket.
He's got a soft touch, Mike, and it's kind of a high arcing shot, tough to block.
And Logan James down the lane, spin move. His shot's no good, but he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Sievers is a tough matchup for a lot of teams. He comes in, he's the biggest South Knox player. Probably guards the center for the other team most of the time. That's a tough matchup for most high school centers to go out there and guard a guy that can make a three from a step or two behind the line.
Logan knocks the first free throw in, 35-33. South Knox leads by 2. Logan's got one more. Second one's up, got this one as well, 35-34.
It's Logan's 8th point on the night.
Under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Already 5 fouls whistled on South Knox. Starting to pile up. Barr-Reeve's been called for 4 this half. Stafford with it, skips it over, and they leave Andrew Scott wide open. You can't do that. That's a missed assignment, 38-34, and another triple by South Knox.
The Vikings were trapping the first pass there, and probably would have liked to have a little harder trap. Just a nice skip pass. Scott was wide open, buried the three.
Whitmer down to Addison Wagler. Addison on the baseline. He's going to be bumped. That's going to be the 6th foul on South Knox. So Barr-Reeve with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the third quarter, and all of the fourth quarter, Barr-Reeve will be in the bonus.
That's Seaver's 3rd foul, and that's a handful for Seavers to try to guard Addison Wagler. He's doing the best he can, but it's a tough assignment for anybody.
Addison spins down the lane. His shot bounces around, no good. Duncan Roy grabs the rebound, and Duncan just has the basketball taken away by Andrew Scott. Scott goes down, lays it in, 40-34. South Knox now by 6.
South Knox playing with a lot of energy, a lot of intensity on both ends of the floor right now.
Whitmer's got it, top of the key. Duncan now in the left corner. Down on the baseline, he's going to be bumped, and Ethan Duncan going to go to the free throw line to shoot the bonus.
Yeah, silly foul by Stafford there. It was an obvious bump. Ethan was driving the baseline there, and Ethan really didn't have anywhere to go as he was driving the baseline. And Stafford just kind of stuck his chest out and bumped him, so Ethan to have a bonus at the foul line. Nice to see the Vikings getting in the bonus with 1:36 left in the third quarter.
Seth Swartzentruber checks in. Logan James sits down. Duncan at the free throw line. 1 in the bonus. First free throw up. Got it. 40-35. South Knox still leads by 5.
Very important for the Vikings to concentrate, focus, knock these free throws down. They're going to get a lot of free throws here in this into the third quarter and fourth quarter, being in the bonus.
Duncan's second free throw, got it, 40-36. Stafford down the floor. And here comes South Knox with a 4-point lead. Connor Swartzentruber has checked in. Duncan Roy sits down. 1:20 left here in the third. Sievers hands it back to Houchin. Working down the lane. Going to fumble it for just a second. Houchins gets it back. Houchins going to center the basketball here. Andrew Scott with it. Scott guarded by Connor Swartzentruber. We're under a minute. Let's see if South Knox tries to get the last one here. Coach Ward directing traffic. And with 45 seconds, Mason Gay, who's guarded by Addison Wagler, is just going to back it out. So I think South Knox may be content to go ahead and take the final shot here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Vikings will have the possession coming out in the fourth quarter. South Knox just going to utilize Mason Gay, who Addison Wagler's guarding, and the Vikings don't want Addison to come out too far on the court to try to guard Mason Gay here.
So we are at 20 seconds. Gay still with it. 15. Barr-Reeve going to fall back. South Knox will get the last shot. Gay with it over to Sievers. Sievers to Stafford. Scott's got it. He's going to rise and fire. Knock in a 3. And at the end of 3 quarters on the JJ's Concrete scoreboard, South Knox with a surge in the third quarter. They lead it by 7, 43-36. Back to back to the Cougar Den after this 1-minute timeout. Back at the Cougar Den, 8 minutes to play. 43-36, South Knox with their largest lead of the game at 7.
That's a huge third quarter for South Knox, outscoring the Vikings 22-12. They made 5 threes in that third quarter.
Ethan Duncan with it. Logan James down to Addison. There's the spin move, layup, no good. Connor Swartzentruber rebound, lays it in. So nice job by Connor. Connor having a nice night tonight, 43-38. Barr-Reeve has cut the lead to 5.
That was a big basket by the Vikings coming out, down 7. You needed something to go your way, and nice job by Connor Swartzentruber being in the right place at the right time.
Andrew Scott down the lane is going to spin on Connor Swartzentruber, off the glass, got it, 45-38.
That's 15 for Andrew Scott. He had 5 at halftime, and he's already put 10 up so far in this second half. So Andrew Scott has really gotten going.
Logan James, something happened to Logan right there. I don't know. He's I don't know if he got hit in the eye or lost a contact for just a second or what happened right there.
I don't know. So maybe he got popped in the mouth or the eye or something.
So South Knox with a 7-point lead. Seven minutes, 10 seconds left. And Barr-Reeve has just not gotten a stop here in the last several offensive possessions.
You're exactly right. And credit South Knox. They've made shots.
And Logan James down the lane, going to be hit on his way to the bucket. Lay it in, and Logan going to the free throw line, looking to complete the three-point play.
Nice drive by Logan, driving the ball strong, getting contact and the basket. Big play by Logan James. Mike, the game's going to be won at the defensive end for the Vikings, so they've got to clamp down on the other end of the floor.
Logan misses the free throw, however. Andrew Scott grabs the rebound, and here comes South Knox with a 5-point lead in the ball. Gay with it. Got Barry back in his zone. It looks like a 3-2 zone. Scott on the right side.
South Knox only with 3 players that have scored so far, Stafford, Stevens, and Scott. They've got to do a nice job. They've got to find those 3 guys in this zone and make sure they know where they're at. Looks like they've switched to a man-to-man now.
Stafford's got it again. Guarded by Logan. Approaching 6 minutes left here in the game. 45-40, South Knox by 5. Scott with it again. Stafford with it. Right-hand dribble, and they're going to foul him on the way to the bucket. Logan James are going to get it on Logan. That's going to be the 5th foul whistled on Barr-Reeve, so South Knox will get it underneath their own bucket.
Logan's 3rd foul in the night. South Knox, nice job being patient. They want to run, but you're in a situation now where you want to do a little ball control, be patient, and get good shots.
Scott has it out high. We're under 6 minutes left. 45-40. Scott working on Connor Swartzentruber. Still working. And Stafford with it. South Knox still being patient. A little bit of a delay here. 5.5 minutes left. Scott going to go down the lane. He's going to be fouled by Seth Swartzentruber on his way to the bucket.
South Knox really spreading the Vikings out right now, daring them to come out and guard them, and then Scott and Stafford, the 2 main guys, if the Vikings come out and play tight defense, they're just driving around the Vikings, looking to penetrate, drive to the rim, and get fouled.
So 5:25 left, South Knox by 5, 45-40. South Knox will also be in the bonus the rest of the game. And there's a ball on the floor. Duncan Roy going to pick it up. Seth Swartzentruber with it now, and here come the Vikings. Ethan Dungeon's got it, down to Addison Wagler. Addison spins, lays it in. 45-42, Barr-Reeve to within 3.
That's what you're going to have to see from the Vikings here. Creating some turnovers against South Knox. Still 5 minutes to go. A lot of time left for South Knox to pull this ball out.
Coach Rohr saying spread it out. Stafford working on Logan James. Mason Gay with it now. We're at 4.5 minutes left. Gay with it. Gay still with it, still dribbling. Working on. There's the trap. They've got Andrew Scott trapped, and they're going to get a timeout. And I tell you what, Andrew Scott almost stepped on the sideline. Coach Rohr wants a full timeout. We'll go ahead and take one too. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left on the JJ's Concrete scoreboard. South Knox 45, Barr-Reeve 42. Back to the Cougar Den after this 1 minute timeout.
For residential or commercial concrete.
10 seconds left. South Knox with the basketball. And Isaiah Stafford has it in the backcourt. Let's see what South Knox wants to do after that full timeout. They're still spread out very, very wide right here. Stafford working on Logan James. Kicks it into the corner. Stafford comes and gets it back. Andrew Scott with it. Scott will dribble it out. He's guarded by Duncan Roy. Skips it over. Gay with it. Chris Whitmer into the game. There's Stafford going down the lane. His layup, good. 45-42, or 47-42. South Knox with a 5-point lead again. 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah, that's exactly what South Knox wants. They want to kill clock and then take a layup when the Vikings come out and try to trap and pressure. Nice job by Stafford.
Addison Wagler down on the baseline. Spins through everybody. They're going to get an offensive foul. That's going to be Addison's third foul of the game with 3:13 left. And South Knox with a 5-point lead. Barr-Reeve now picking up full court pressure. So South Knox with the basketball. Up 5. Stafford with it. Colton Houchins down the floor. Mason Gay's got it. Gay trapped in front of his bench. Gets it back to Scott. Over to Stafford. We're now at 3 minutes left. Logan James comes out. Barr-Reeve still man-to-man here.
South Knox has a couple guys that are just really strong with the basketball, good fundamentally. Stafford, Scott, they just make it very difficult for the Vikings to turn them over.
Stafford with it again. We're approaching 2.5 minutes left. Coach Hughes out. And Chris Whitmer going to reach in. I tell you what, he's going to give a foul to Mason Gay. So Gay, with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left, will go to the free throw line to shoot one in the bonus. Ethan Duncan checks in. Chris Whitmer sits down. So Gay at the free throw line. Free throw, rolls off, no good. Duncan Roy grabs it. Here comes Barr-Reeve. It's a 5-point deficit. Logan with it. And he goes down the lane, lays it in. 47-44. Barr-Reeve to within 3. Here's that 1-2-1-1 full court press that we talked about on Saturday. Scott's got it in the backcourt. He's going to dribble through everybody, gets it ahead to Stafford. Stafford's going to carry the basketball, and Barr-Reeve catches the break with 2:04 left. The Vikings will take possession with a 3-point deficit. It's 47-44. Duncan with it to Logan James in the backcourt. Let's see what the Vikings try to do here. And they're going to foul Logan, so with a minute 57, Logan will go to the line. That's the 9th foul on South Knox. So this will be a 1 in the bonus situation for Logan James.
And the Vikings, the 1-2-1-1, kind of sped South Knox up there on that last possession, exactly what they want to do.
Logan knocks it in, 47-45. Chris Whitmer checks in. Ethan Duncan sits down. Logan with one more. Barr-Reeve's cut it to 2. Second free throw. This one's off. Addison Wagler grabs the rebound. Misses the layup. Duncan Roy grabs it. Duncan, no good. And the ball's going to be rebounded by Andrew Scott. And Barr-Reeve missed a golden opportunity right there. And Coach Mark Rohr wants a timeout. It's going to be a full. We'll go ahead and take one, too. Minute 44 left. JJ's Concrete scoreboard. South Knox 47, Barr-Reeve 45. Back to the Cougar Den after this 1 minute timeout.
.9 FM and from FourStarCountry.com.
Back at the Cougar Den, minute 44 left, 47-45. South Knox with the lead in the basketball. Let's see what Barr-Reeve tries to do right here on defense. Isaiah Stafford with it, dribbling across half court. Stafford working on Logan James. And almost a steal right there. Get up, Seth. Stafford with it. Gets himself trapped again. Skip pass over to Mason Gay. Severs has it now. Severs back to Colton Houchins. We're at a minute 20 left. Andrew Scott with it. And his shot's going to be no good, but he's going to be fouled. And he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Probably not a great decision by Scott. Driving in, kind of throwing a wild shot at it. He kind of got bailed out there. Duncan Roy with the foul. But I don't think that's what Coach Roy wants. I think he'll take a layup if he can get it, but a wild shot by Scott.
Scott's free throw rolls in, 48-45, minute 16 left.
Scott's 16th point, 11 points here in the second half for the senior forward.
Got one more. This one's also good, 49-45. Logan James with the basketball, minute 15 left. Logan with it. Over to Chris Whitmer. Whitmer to Duncan Roy. Duncan back out to Whitmer, hands it to Logan. We are now at a minute. And Coach Brian Hughes wants a timeout. We'll go ahead and take one, too. 58.9 seconds left. South Knox 49-45 over Barr-Reeve. Back to the Cougar Den after this 1 minute timeout.
With all the
Back at the Cougar Den, 49-45, 58.9 seconds left. Barr-Reeve basketball, a 4-point deficit. Duncan Roy has it in the backcourt, hands it off to Logan. Here comes Barr-Reeve with it. Into the corner, Ethan Duncan. Out to Duncan Roy. Duncan going to fire a 3. It's no good. Addison grabs the rebound, lays it in, and Addison going to be fouled with 45 seconds left. Addison going to go to the line, looking to complete the 3-point play.
It's going to be Severs' 4th foul in the night. Severs kind of got caught. Addison went hard after the rebound. Kind of got stuck in a bad spot. Addison went right back up, getting the contact, getting the basket. Have a chance to cut it to a 1-point game with 45 seconds left.
Addison at the free throw line. Free throw up. Got it. 49-48. Barr-Reeve in that 1-2-2 full court press. Scott with the basketball. Ahead to Houchin. Houchin down to Severs. And he's got himself trapped in a corner. And Coach Mark Rohr with 36 seconds left going to take a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it too. 36 seconds left. South Knox 49, Barr-Reeve 48. Back to the Cougar Den in 1 minute.
Vikings basketball on the General. 95.9 FM and from FourStarCountry.com.
Welcome back. South Knox with the ball. 36 seconds left. Andrew Scott in the backcourt. Barr-Reeve with a 1-point deficit. Scott with it, guarded by Duncan Roy. Scott still working. We're down to 26. And time getting short right here. Into the corner. Mason Gay with it. Mason Gay stepped on the sideline, and they're not going to call it.
Now the official was looking for the foul, Mike, and it was right in front of him. Tough for him to see. Gay definitely stepped out there, whether it was before or after the foul. I'm not sure, but again, the Vikings looking to foul there. They got the guy they wanted. Gay missed the front end of a one-and-one just a few moments ago. 19.5 seconds to go, so the Vikings will set up a play here, whether Gay makes one, makes two, or makes none.
So 19.5 seconds left. South Knox with a 1-point lead, 49-48. They will be at the free throw line. It'll be a 2-shot foul for Mason Gay. Mason Gay has not scored tonight for the Vikings, or for South Knox. And Coach Hughes with a 30-second timeout. And I'm going to say that he called his favorite set right there. So Gay at the free throw line. Bonus situation. First to two. First free throw is up. Wide right. No good. Gay with one more. 49-48.
South Knox electing to have everybody off the free throw lane here. So the Vikings just need to make sure they block the shooter out in this situation.
Gay with one more. This one is good. 50-48. South Knox by 2. Logan James with the basketball. Working on Gay. Let's see what the Vikings try to get done. Logan into the corner. Ethan Dungeon for 3. It's going to be short. Seth Swartzentruber runs the rebound down. Seth going to fire a 3. And he got it! With 5 seconds left. Here comes Isaiah Stafford with the basketball. Fires one from half court. No good! And Barr-Reeve steals a victory tonight here at the Cougar Den. Holy cow! Seth Swartzentruber knocks in a 3 with 5 seconds to go. Barr-Reeve 51, South Knox 50. Back at the Cougar Den, the final tonight on the JJ's Concrete scoreboard. Barr-Reeve 51, South Knox 50. Joined now by the victorious head coach, Brian Hughes. Coach, congratulations and Merry Christmas.
Well, I tell you what, the guys executed that last play perfect. We asked Ethan to miss a shot in the corner and run down the offensive rebound, and Seth shoot the 3 for the win. No, I tell you what, I am really proud of him, though, because, I just told them that, sometimes when things don't look like they're going to turn out, you just got to keep playing, and you never know. And this group has done a good job of playing to the final buzzer. And, I really was pleased at the last 3 minutes of how we left our timeouts and what we wanted to accomplish and what they did from the timeouts. We did a good job. We did a good job to finish the game, and that's a mark of a good team.
I know one of the things you look for, Coach, is people who aren't afraid of big moments, and Seth Swartzentruber, he flat out, he hadn't scored tonight, and he had no reservations about standing in and making that shot. And
I'm not sure he had a decision to make.
That's true, but talk about that.
Well, he got the. The guy was flying at him, so he composed himself and let the guy go over top of him. And then he had just basically, a kind of a set shot, wide open set shot that he's hit many times in his life, but I'm not sure in that big of a stage.
I know you talked about your composure here late, but, 51-50, that's a good basketball team you beat tonight. I mean, South Knox.
Absolutely.
They have really good, really fast, and that's a team that's going to win a whole lot more basketball games.
That's the reason they come in here undefeated. When you got, you notice we started the game with Addison on one of their guards. They're two post players, especially the Sievers kid basically does no damage other than sitting out there and hitting threes. And we just felt like Addison wasn't a good fit for him to try to chase him around. And he did get loose a few times there. But, again, I just thought, Stafford had a great first half, and I thought we kind of got him under control a little bit there in the second half. But they're very good. They are very good. Those kids have played a lot of basketball, and I'm sure when they come to Montgomery in February, it'll be the same type of ball game.
I know he was out there for limited minutes tonight, but it was good to see Chris Whitmer back in action.
Yeah, that kid's a senior, and he's the hardest worker, and he's just been working his tail off after practice, running miles, trying to just add some quickness. And, yeah, his ball handling, ball skills wasn't sharp, but it just gives us a little bit more depth there of an athletic person to bring off the bench and an experienced person. And I thought Connor played well off the bench. Connor had some big plays for us. And, this is one of these games you go into Christmas and enjoy a little bit, and then you wake up after you open your last gift and you start worrying about Orleans again.
Yeah, let's talk about that just for a second here. I mean, you win tonight, and your Christmas present is Orleans on Friday night. In Orleans, we had a battle down there a couple weeks ago, 38-34, and you get to see him again.
Well, Tom does a good job, and they're hard to guard. We know that, and they guarded us pretty good at their place. So, you know what, though? We're going to enjoy the holiday seasons here a couple days. We will meet in the morning and kind of get the kinks out and kind of erase and get this game out of our mind, and then enjoy Christmas and get back the next morning.
All right, Coach. Congratulations and Merry Christmas.
All right, Merry Christmas, guys.
All right, that's Barr-Reeve head basketball coach Brian Hughes. The final tonight, Barr-Reeve wins it on a Seth Swartzentruber 3 with less than 5 seconds to go. Swartzentruber with a bomb from the right wing, 51-50, Barr-Reeve over South Knox. Post-game statistics tonight, Barr-Reeve athletic director and assistant principal Aaron Ash.
All right, Mike, we'll start with South Knox. They were led in scoring by junior guard Isaiah Stafford. He had 20 points, like Coach Hughes said. Got going early and often, kind of handled him a little bit better in the second half. He made 8 foul shots, and he had 6 two-point field goals for a total of 20 points. Following him was senior forward Andrew Scott. Andrew Scott ended the night with 17 points, 3 3-point field goals, 2 free throws, and 3 two-point field goals for a total of 17. Senior forward Austin Sievers had 4 3-point field goals, and some big ones in the third quarter when South Knox made that big 8-0 run to reclaim the lead from the Vikings. He had 12 points. And rounding out scoring for South Knox was senior guard Mason Gay. He had 1 foul shot, made that free throw in the last under a minute to go, made 1 of 2 from the foul line for 1 point. For the Barr-Reeve Vikings, they were led in scoring. Co-leading scorers, Addison Wagler had 13 points, 6 two-point field goals, and 1 foul shot. Logan James also had 13 points. He had 4 two-point field goals. He had 5 free throws for 13. Duncan Roy was right behind them with 12 points, 2 3-point field goals, 2 two-point field goals, and 2 foul shots for 12. 2 Viking players had 4 points. Ethan Duncan had 4 free throws. Connor Swartzentruber had 2 two-point field goals for 4 for Ethan and Connor both. Seth Swartzentruber, 1 big field goal, had a 3-point field goal, a game-winning triple for the Vikings. He had 3 points. And Chris Whitmer contributed a putback basket for 2 points for the Vikings.
All right, so once again, it's not even Christmas, Aaron Ash, and the Vikings already this year. A heart stopper on opening night against the Hatchets in double overtime. A thrilling comeback over Michigan City Marquette Catholic in a state championship game rematch a couple of weeks ago at Southport High School. And tonight, Seth Swartzentruber gathers an Ethan Duncan miss. As Coach Brian Hughes talked about, threw up a little shot fake, cashed in a 3 with under 5 seconds left. South Knox, out of timeouts, had an opportunity just inside a half court. Isaiah Stafford's shot was off the mark and no good. And Barr-Reeve, no other way to put it tonight, they grab victory from the jaws of defeat. They knock off South Knox 51-50. All right, one more little bit of business to attend to tonight, and that is the Bill Dobson Ford Tough Player of the Game. And Coach Ash, you got a pretty difficult decision tonight. Who do you like?
Well, you're right, Mike. We had Logan James with 13 points, Addison Wagler with 13 points, Duncan Roy with 12 points. But I think I'm going to go with the guy that cashed in the big three-point field goal late in the game. It was his first basket of the night, and couldn't have happened at a more opportune time for Seth Swartzentruber. So we're going to give it to Seth Swartzentruber tonight as the Bill Dobson Ford Tough Player of the Game.
All right, Seth Swartzentruber, tonight's Bill Dobson Ford Tough Player of the Game. Come and see why a Dobson deal is a better deal. Once again tonight, Barr-Reeve erases a 4-point deficit with under a minute left in the game. They defeat South Knox on a long and late 3-point bomb from Seth Swartzentruber. The final tonight, Barr-Reeve 51, South Knox 50.